Hi. Hope you're all doing well. This is Amy Engelmark of Amy Engelmark Coaching and the Healthy Wealthy Leader program. You are on the Healthy Wealthy Leader webinar series right now. So welcome to those of you who are joining me live. Super excited to have you a part of this training call. Every week we meet at Wednesday. We meet at 11 a.m. on Wednesdays for about half an hour to an hour long of training. On these calls, on these trainings, I cover everything from how you can decrease your stress as a business professional or busy parent, busy person juggling so many balls in the air. If you are someone who is a CEO, a business leader, a community leader, and you're working with teams, I show you how to increase the productivity in your company or your organization, increase the cohesiveness of your team so that the results are even greater than you had expected. I show you how to increase your free time. So if you're feeling burnt out or worn out and like you're being pulled in all different directions, you're in the right place, because the strategies for stress management, time management, helping you get your health back again, that's what I cover on these training calls. So if you are just joining us now, then I invite you to put your name and where you are from in the chat box up here to the right so that we can connect further and I can welcome you into the training call today. So let me know who you are and where you're from. I'm just going to grab my water here. And then I will share with you a little bit about my story to do with today's topic in the Healthy Wealthy Leader webinar series. And I'll share with you my slides and get into the training. I've just come back from coaching a private client and very thankful for my life and what I'm able to do helping clients in group settings or privately. Hello, Lisa. Lisa H. in Nanaimo. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Great to have you live with us today. For those of you who are joining, please let me know who you are, what your name is, and where you're from, where you're joining us from, so that we can welcome you into the training and I can answer your questions that you might have later. So we have Lisa from Nanaimo. I am joining you live from the beautiful Comox Valley. And Amy, welcome. Amy's from Courtney as well. She just was in contact with me because I did a live Facebook video from the beach and Amy saw it. I see there are more of you hopping on. So when you get on, please let me know what your name is up here in the chat box and where you're from. So fun. I've had people on here from England. I've had people on here from Saskatchewan. Bobby from Comox. Hi, Bobby. Great to have you on the call. Wonderful women on the call this morning on the training. I've had past clients join from Whitehorse. Oh my goodness, it looks so gorgeous up there. Yellowknife area. I've never been up there, but it looks beautiful. So let me share my story with you. And for those of you who join later, you can let me know what your name is and where you're from in the chat box. Well, let me think here. When I first started out in business, obviously you don't know what you know later on, and you don't have the experience. Maybe you haven't worked with mentors and haven't been exposed to systems or strategies that are really going to help you feel successful in your personal life or in your business. And that's where I was at. I was a newbie and I was just starting out. And that leaves you feeling pretty shaky, like you have a whole lot of, you've got to base your decisions on a whole lot of trust and faith, and it can be scary. So I was in that place, And I was working my butt off. I was working really hard on a personal level and on a business level to create the success I wanted to experience in my own life, in my relationships, personally, how I viewed myself in that whole success department. And also I was working towards success in business. So success for different people looks different. And success for me looked like a certain income. It looked like working with specific people, helping those people in really big ways so that they were getting really extravagant results that blew their expectations out of the water. I had pretty high standards for what I wanted to meet in my clients' lives, and I still do. It's really fun to help my clients meet those expectations. And even though I was working really hard, at that point, I don't think I was working as smart as I could have been. And it was really frustrating because I didn't know what I was missing. I didn't know what missing pieces weren't a part of my puzzle because I wasn't even aware of them. So sometimes when you're creating success for yourself, the two are tied together in business and your personal life. If you're not experiencing the success in your personal life that you want to experience, but your business is doing really well, your lack of feeling like a personal success will start impacting your business life. It's just how it works. They're intertwined. Then on the flip side, if you're not doing well in business, but you're feeling like a humongous personal success, your business will start to skyrocket and succeed because of your thought life and your vision of yourself, your self-perspective. So I want to talk about that today, today's topic, but I'll finish off my story first. I've worked with a number of coaches, and some of them I have really connected with. And I'm working with one now, and she is blowing my mind because of the strategies she's taught me. For my personal life, for my business, I hired her for everything. I wanted her help in many areas of my life to create success. This has been, this story spans many years, but I'll bring it together in a nutshell here to let you know that in my life, the success that I now get to live and experience, taste and enjoy is because I learned what ingredients it really takes to mix and bake a perfect batch of success. I liken it to a batch of brownies. So I was just writing about the other day. So those ingredients are what I want to share with you today in today's training so that you can be happier and more successful and have a very healthy, abundant vision of yourself and your potential in your personal life and in your business. So let's go. I'm going to share with you my slides. And if you have any questions about personal success or business success, or maybe you're feeling held back in a certain area when it comes to feeling like more of a success, or what's the next action step I should be taking to become more successful in this area, anything you're thinking of, any question you have, please write it down in the chat box where you've put your name and where you're from, and I'll make time to answer it, okay? Feel free, don't feel shy. Let's hop in. I will share with you my slides. I'm hoping, oh, wait a second here. I need to get it ready for you, so just one sec. Okay, now I am ready to share with you my slides. Okay, so obviously I need to get my assistant working on changing this slide because it still says that you're attending the Breakthrough to Your Fun and Fabulous Life webinar, and for the last 2 to 3 weeks I have rebranded, and this webinar training is actually called the Healthy Wealthy Leader. The focus is the same. I'm helping you create your best year yet. You still have October, November, December, 3 more months to create the end of 2016 and to make it how you want it, your ideal 2016. So that's what this training is here for, to help you create more of a balance in your life, more quality time instead of less busyness, doing all the time. I want to show you how you can create that quality time, learn to stress less, all those good things that leaders need to learn how to do. You're going to discover a lot on these webinars. I show you habits that I implement in my own life, how you can be more productive and not stress out, how you can make a bigger impact with your life and become more successful without working any extra hours, how you can make your health a priority even if you have a super duper busy schedule, how to master your mindset so that you change how you feel and improve how you feel. Who doesn't want to feel happy and at peace and rested? And then I'll show you the next steps you need to take so that your energy is at an all-time high and you have really incredible mental focus. So let's move forward. I host these live weekly webinars on Wednesdays from 11 to 11:30 or 11:45, sometimes 12. Today it's going to be about a half an hour training. And so I'm going to whiz through what I'm talking with you about and give you the best quality and as much of my expertise and experience as possible. Do stick around to the end of the training today because I always give away a free book. And it is my pleasure today to give one of you a book called The One Thing. And for those of you who are you're almost like manic multitaskers and you might drive yourself a bit crazy because of everything you try and put on your plate or things you try and do at the same time, and then you don't get the quality you want, the end result you want because you're trying to do too many things at once. This book is really going to help you. It's called The One Thing, and it'll arrive at your doorstep. It's my gift to you if you answer a question first that I'm going to ask at the end of the call. So stick around for that. For those of you who are watching the replay, I'm going to put a link to my upcoming book. It's called From Burnout to Bliss. It's a 21-day challenge for high achievers to start having more fun and more free time. It's not a challenge, it's a plan for you to implement. So I'm going to put a link in the chat box to that as well. And here is my promise for you today and every week on these webinars. Even if you're a super busy professional, I'm going to show you how you can have a balanced life, how you can get your health back if you've put 20 pounds on, how you can make time for travel more than once a year and take consistent time off every month instead of working your butt off and never taking a break or never giving yourself permission to take a break. And I'm going to give you tools so that you can walk away from today with more of a system for how you can create the life that you want and not add any stress to your plate. We'll talk about the habits that you need to implement and develop so that you can become highly successful and have more freedom and more flexibility than you already have right now. Here's me. I like color, sitting in front of my house. A little bit about me. There's my book at the top there, From Burnout to Bliss. It was a 30-day challenge, and now it's a 21-day plan because I've gotten feedback that challenges make people feel tired. They're tired of feeling challenged, and they want to have a plan. So I'm going to give you a more condensed version and call it a plan so that you can implement something right away instead of feeling like you're putting more on your plate. A little bit about my background. I'm a trainer, speaker, professional coach, and stress management consultant. I mainly work with high-end entrepreneurs, business owners, leaders, and community leaders who have a lot on their plate and they want to become healthier again. They want to have more free time and quality time. And they want to work on their relationships because sometimes when you're super successful in business, your relationships can suffer. I also work with people to increase their productivity and wealth. So that's exciting. I host live workshops, I host group coaching over the phone, and I have members from all over North America. And I walk my talk. as best as I can. So I use the systems in my life. They've been tested and proven, and my clients do the same in their lives, and they get magnificent results. And I can say that with confidence because they do. I speak on everything from creating healthy boundaries to managing your time like a pro so that you don't feel sad, unhealthy, or worn out. I talk about business building strategies to help scale your business or your team to a higher level of excellence and productivity so that your wealth grows, your happiness grows, and your relationships become healthier. I love spending time outside. I haven't been on my mountain bike for a while, but I've been on my road bike. I'm doing Pilates a lot. I love yoga, and I really value how nature makes me feel. Here are my kidlets, Gavin and Simon. Simon's on the left. He's turning 9 in 8 days. Super exciting. He is so excited. And my son Gavin has turned 11, and they're both looking forward to going to Kauai in December. Our family's going on a vacation, and I'll be doing some work from the island, the beautiful garden island of Kauai. Here we are spending more time outside, and here's my whole family. My husband Beach on the left-hand side in Tofino. So we love to spend time there. It's just the wild West Coast that we love. All right, I'm going to stop the screen share and hop into the training so that you can become more successful. So let me know for you personally, Bobby, Amy, Lisa, anyone else that's joined us. I see we have several people live today, which is really fun. It's always really interactive, right? Where do you want more help today? Do you want more help to create a certain type of success in business or your career? Or would you be more interested in working on the personal side of success and viewing yourself as a success, feeling like a success, or being a success in your relationships, whether they be romantic or your role as a parent? Let me know where you would like more of my support today, and that's where I'm going to really focus in and give you the meat and potatoes today. So give me your feedback. Where do you want to see more of the training focused today, on personal success or business? They're going to be intertwined, but I'm just curious. If you're hopping on live right now, I see a couple of you have just hopped on. Welcome. And it's kind of like I'm inviting you into my dining room where I present from. I would love to know where you're from and what your name is, so you can post it in the chat box up here to the right so that we can get to know one another. So Amy says that personal balance as a foundation for other areas of growth. Totally. As you grow personally and you have a strong foundation, your business will inevitably grow and expand, which is super exciting. I've witnessed this in my own life for sure. So tell me a little bit more about what you mean by developing personal balance. Where do you feel like if you could change one little thing, it would help you create more balance for yourself? And Bobby, Lisa, anyone else who's joining us, what's your feedback? Do you feel like you'd like more personal success or more business success? This is not an area, not a place to be shy, because this is where you can have all of me to give you feedback, support, and coaching. So let's hop right into the 8 ingredients, that are going to lead you to more success in all areas of your life. And this is from my experience. So you may have other ingredients that have really helped you create more success in life, and I'd love to hear about those as well. Lisa says, learning to take more personal time, and learning to turn off work and focus on having more fun. So important. Sorry, my phone is beeping away, and I'm just going to turn it off. Okay, so more personal time, yeah. And sometimes taking that personal time is all about giving yourself permission, and just like we've talked about before, scheduling it in, making it just as important as any other appointment. So secrets to success that I've learned along my path and my life in business and in my personal life. There's 8. So the first is passion. You need to be passionate about what you do. So whether it's the work that you're focusing on, whether it's your spouse, whether it's your kids, whether it's needing to feel like more of a personal success regarding your health and your mental stability and ease, your ability to focus. Wherever you want to become more successful, feel like more of a success, like you have more of control that you want, you need to become more passionate about that. Because when you're passionate about developing this new level of success, you will be way more likely to succeed. So how can you increase that feeling of passion? Well, let's say, for example, in a romantic relationship, you give more. You focus less on yourself and more about what you can give. You look at all of the reasons why you love that person. You look at all of the reasons why you love your work. You look at every benefit that you are giving. And you focus on what the other person, kids, colleague, client, patient, what would just wow them. And from my personal experience, that ignites more passion in me, more desire. Because I remember why I got into the relationship or the workplace in the first place. Passion is your first ingredient in this success batch of brownies. I have to be careful that I don't eat too many brownies. I used to cook them all the time for myself, and then there was way too much in the house. They were for my family too, but you know. The second ingredient is work. Not work like, oh, I'm slogging away. It takes so much time to work. I'm so tired. Oh, all I can do is sleep on the couch when I get home. I don't mean like that. I mean, it's going to take hard work to increase success, but people who are successful, they have fun when they do that work. They focus on what they enjoy about the work. They focus on what's fun about the work. And they get into that kind of a spirit instead of slogging away, kind of, I have to do this, it's not my choice kind of spirit. That's the second ingredient. The third is to practice. So for a long time, well, not true. For a period of my life, I didn't like that I had to practice to become more successful. I didn't like that I had to feel like I was failing to become more successful. But the old saying goes that we need to fail forward and accept failure, imperfections, and weakness, because you won't always feel like that. The more you practice, the more of an expert you're going to become in your personal life or business life. The easier it will become, and the more work will feel like play. Oh, when I'm talking about this, I just feel so good. I feel happy, and it feels like fun to view work as more playful or more enjoyable, to view practice as necessary and always leading to becoming more of an expert in your field or an expert in your personal life. Makes me feel better than thinking that, oh, all of this hard work isn't leading anywhere. That is not an empowering thought. Who else was with me and didn't want to feel like they had to work so hard or didn't want to feel like they had to practice so often? Put your hand up, say, I can feel you, Amy. I know where you're at or where I was at. Now I don't mind hard work. I don't mind needing to practice so that I can taste the success that I want to be enjoying in life, because it's worth it. It is so worth it. It's going to help you get good at it, right? Really good at it. Yeah, Lisa says me. So there's at least one other woman in the room who feels or felt the way that I did. And focus. Focus is the fourth ingredient. You need to focus if you want to put the horse blinders on and become really successful, because there's going to be a lot of things that are vying for your attention and time, and you're going to need to learn really strong, healthy boundary setting skills. And that's what I teach my clients. Super important for you to learn boundary setting skills and to feel happy about the boundary setting skills instead of feeling selfish or rude because you're setting boundaries and making choices for your own health and happiness. The fifth ingredient is to serve. So I touched upon this when I was talking about passion. If you want to be a success, you need to give before you receive. You need to believe that you're going to be successful and serve people from that place before you will taste success. You need to have a giving heart, a generous heart. And if you don't see yourself as a generous person, or you want to become more generous, then you need to start thinking generous thoughts and taking generous action until you feel like a generous person and you're serving from your heart. So Lisa, you said, for me, I've been working hard in my industry for 15 years and sometimes think, hey, I've been practicing for a long time already, but I get that you can never stop practicing. So true. We never stop practicing because we have such an unlimited potential. It's beautiful. So as you continue to practice, Lisa, you're going to hit new levels of success that you never knew were possible in your personal and business life. And you are going to be so overwhelmed with blessing, feeling like you're being given gifts that you didn't even know you wanted and are beyond your expectations because you didn't give up. The sixth point is, hang on one sec, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. The seventh point is to persist. So I didn't plan that, but never give up. You want to persist through failure, because at times business or your personal life is going to look really messy. It's going to look like things aren't working out. It's going to look like your efforts aren't worth it. But that, you need to remember, is your perspective. And you can change your perspective and your mindset. So persist. Don't give up. It is worth it. It will pay off. Keep your hand up saying, I'm ready, I'm taking action, and your day will come. Decide what you want and then take the first step. This is so important. This is how I start all of my coaching relationships, all of my coaching partnerships with private clients and group work. I help people become very, very crystal clear on what goal it is they're aiming for, who they want to become in their personal and professional lives, and getting a very clear picture of what success means to you. Take your pen, put it on your paper, and start writing. Don't let yourself edit. Don't let yourself make excuses. Don't stop yourself from dreaming big. Right now, I want you to take a couple minutes and I want you to write down what is ultimate success for me in my personal or my business life. You probably need to do that after this training call because we need to hop off a bit early today. But that's what I want you to do, because when you're very clear on what you want and you decide means to cut off from all other options. It's pretty strong. To decide what you want, then you can start taking action in alignment with your dreams and goals. That's where the sparks start flying. But if you don't know what you want, you can't head towards it. Don't let other people tell you this is the best way to live. This is the way that other people would like you to live. You need to decide for yourself, how do you want to live and what does success look like for you? Because if you live to make other people happy, you're not going to be happy. So that is why those are the ingredients that I've seen really make people succeed. I didn't say that very clearly. Sometimes I need to take 2 or 3 stabs at a sentence. Those are the ingredients that really add to creating success. The ingredients that make success possible. I'm going to say them again. Passion, work, practice, focus, serve, persist, and then decide what you want. So any questions before I hop off the call today? I have a meeting, so the call had to be short today. Any questions or support you need that I can give you before this training is over today? I would love to. I want to share with you one testimonial that a client just gave me. When he started working with me, he hired me to help him increase the productivity of the team he was working with. He is a regional director in his profession, and he told me that in the first 2 weeks of working with me, his productivity and his team's productivity, therefore their wealth potential, was skyrocketing. It was greater than he had ever seen it in the years that he'd worked with that team. And I was so happy for him. I am so happy for him because that productivity and business growth has continued to grow over the 7 months that I've been working with him now. And his health has become a priority again. So when I hear that people are rearranging how they spend their time, even when they're super duper busy and they're successful already, but they're re-implementing ways to take care of themselves, their families, their happiness and health, it makes me giggle inside and makes me feel so satisfied that I can have a job like this to help entrepreneurs, to help business and community professionals really shake things up and create a new reality for themselves in business and in their personal lives. If you're interested in seeing what would it be like for me to work with you, Amy, what would it be like for me to have an hour of your time where you could go through my goals, through my get to know me with a fine-tooth comb and really find out what kind of a plan would I need to implement so that I can move forward in my business life and really scale my business, make more money or increase my success. What would it look like? Well, I have 2 spaces. I'm going to California on Thursday to Laguna Beach for coaching training. And so I don't have a lot of spaces. I have 2 spaces. I'm very busy and my speaking calendar is really filling up as well up until the new year. So grab the spaces if you want one. This is the link for you to apply for one of those spaces. If you've never worked with me, there's no commitment, no obligation to work together. But this hour is only for those of you who are really serious about taking action, because what I've noticed with my clients is the ones who take big action get big results. It's proven. If you're ready to jump in with 2 feet, that's what you're going to get. You're going to get good results. You can check out my testimonials page at amyengelmark.com/testimonials. And this is the link to apply for a breakthrough session with me. amyengelmark.com/breakthrough. Do it quickly if you want one of those spaces because they do go fast and I only have 2 to offer you. Next week, I'm not having a webinar training, so I'm not going to be with you live, but I will shoot live videos from Laguna Beach and show you the beauty and what I'm learning over there. Oh, and let me know, do you have any questions today on our topic of success? I know it had to be kind of condensed today, so I hope that you're able to take a gold nugget out of the training today. Let me know what one of your gold nuggets is while I ask you this question, and one of you can get that free book. It's called The One Thing. So I'm also going to minimize my screen so that I can show you or give you that sneak peek of the first 2 chapters of my upcoming book. My question for you is, oh, this is such an easy question, but I'm going to give you a freebie. For those of you who were listening, what is the name of my newly branded webinar series that you are on today? Here is the link to the sneak peek of my book, the first 2 chapters. When you implement the action step you're going to get for each day, things will really start changing and you're going to notice you have more free time for yourself. So for those of you who would like to get this free book in the mail, The One Thing, what's the name? Oh, Lisa. Breakthrough to Your Fun and Fabulous Life is what I used to call this webinar series, but what have I rebranded it to be called? It's the same name as my 6-month-long group coaching program. And I said at the beginning of the call, I've rebranded and it's actually called the, for those of you who want this book, I need to answer the question first. Lisa, you do know the name of my webinar series I've been having since May though, so that's good. Okay, it's the hell, 4 words. One of them's the. Can anyone get it? The healthy. Oh, guys, I'm making it so easy for you. Come on. You can get it. You can get it. Who is listening at the beginning? I'm a concept person. The healthy, wealthy leader. Amy, rock on. You got it. Good job. Okay, Amy, send me your mailing address and I'll get that book to you in the mail. Congratulations. Have a fabulous day, you guys. Share these, like these webinars if you see them on my Facebook page. Let other people know about them. It'd be my pleasure and my joy for you to share these and support more people. Woohoo! Phew! Glad you're excited. You're going to like this book. So yes, please like and share what you like and share about these webinar series. I would be so thankful. Okay, have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining me live. Lisa, Amy, Bobby, and anyone else that didn't put their name. Much love to you. And I'll see you from Laguna Beach. No live webinar next week. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye. You're welcome, Lisa.